Alright. This is Jupiter Exile, and had some dinner, and we're back online. I'm going to figure out what the heck is after Maria. So when we beat her, she dropped some kind of key item, which was... It's like a celestial dial. Dial for the great astral clock of the Grand Cathedral. Okay. So... does that have to go in, like, behind Lawrence? Or what? Because Lawrence is kind of camped out in the Great Cathedral, is my understanding. I think we're able to get to the Orphan of Kos. I just don't know where it is. Make sure I got the stream manager running. So, if it's the Great Cathedral, is there like a... there's no clock around here. And if I head out this way, am I looking at a clock? I think that's a no, right? Yeah, that's pretty decidedly a no. Alright. So, let's see. Where should I be going? Good question. Well, let's just go to the spot where I killed Maria, right? That should be the first place to check. Part of me was thinking if I didn't beat Maria, I would just do, like, a stream for a bit of, what's it called? That silly game where you're trying to ascend using only a hammer while you're in a cauldron. Getting over it. I was thinking I might play that, just to showcase the capability to cope with frustration. Okay, so here's where we beat Maria. Ah, I see. The bell has chimed. Well, somehow this can only be bad. There are flowers here of a sort. Where are we left then? Somewhere spooky, I'm certain. Lead elixir, which can only be found in nightmarish places. I'm not sure who was speaking. That looks like it's gonna do a violence to me. Will you talk to me? I'm gonna let him go. I think he's alright by me. Yeah, he's gonna keep up on that. He's real unhappy with them. Okay, we're at the fishing hamlet. That actually spooked me there. And a lamp, how generous. I do get the feeling that we should probably revisit the last area to some extent. Uh-oh. Quite a bit of bubbling and burbling. Hey there, guys. How's day gone lately? Okay, there's quite a few of you. I do not like these like sucking popping noises from like that happen from just walking around. Okay, these things aren't too bad. They don't hurt very much. And they seem eager to drop blood vials, which I could really use. Alright, so we've got piles of maggot-infested corpses. Lovely. Now, eye out for items. Looks like they're worshipping something over there. Yeah, I don't trust you. Ah, that is a gem at a sixth. At a 6. And it was tempering. Tempering's quite good. Ah, that won't work for us. Okay. So there's a second story there. How would we get higher in that building? Okay, there's the lamp. Was I able to progress straight on from the lamp? No. What's this? It kind of looks like there might be a rooftop running thing with these cross beams. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go into this central area. Take a look around. Oh, that's bad. What's the source of that? Pretty generous on blood vials, okay. You're still antsy? It doesn't seem like anything else is targeting me right now. Except for maybe that guy, but we're just gonna move. What the heck is this? Oh, this looks awful. These are fish. We've got something large over there. I think I hear a winter lantern moaning. Huh. There's got to be something... So it might be that that's down there as a sort of trap, and you only use the ladder to get out. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I can really blitz this area. That would be a difficult place to get my souls back from. Or blood echoes, rather. Gonna have to be diligently killing these guys to avoid getting overwhelmed. Well, that's all dealt with. I'm still gonna come over here. Kill this fellow. Yeah, there certainly must be some way up there. Okay, the last thing that aggroed on me, I'd like to know where it came from. It's coming from over there. Okay. Okay, so before I worry about that, can I explore over here? Okay, he's lost aggro on me. Odd fire, damp blood gem. These are getting to have a lot of mechanics at this point. I thought those might be flammable. Good to verify that. Quietly nab this. I'm going to check up here. So here's this rooftop access that I was expecting. Can we kick this down? Nice. Shortcut! Ah, and we can just kind of walk over into this. Sorry to interrupt your important butcher's work. The Harrowed gear set. And there's the item I saw from the stairs earlier. Okay. This has been a cool area so far. Like, I need to be aware of the various enemies, but the layout of them is not too ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna look down here. I don't see anything crazy going on down there, so I think now I'm gonna be heading to that far end. I'm gonna grab this. Whoa. Fish dog shark thing. Huh. Shark dog. Many shark dog. Woo! Spear throw almost got me. Okay. So now we've got two of those guys with the spears. Doesn't seem like I can draw them up any closer. Oh, no, they're patrolling. They're patrolling. Sort of. It triggered a jump! Why would it do this to me? Right into that spear. Oh, man. That looks awful in the replay. Okay, well, we got the shortcut, so it's not that bad. More thrust damage. What even does thrust damage? Come on. There is like one guy in this little corner actually. He's got an item here. Ah, Kin Coldblood is pretty nice. Let's see if I can backstab the big one. This should set him right on top of the oil. Just as planned. Except that it woke up the shadow thingy. Given how easily the shadow thing dies, it's entirely possible that I might be able to kill it by just, like, shooting it with a pistol. Oh man, I've got things like throwing things at me. A lot of nasty junk. I don't want to have to kill the whole place. So how many of you are following me up the lane? Ack! This is a little jarring. Oh, dang it, I didn't see you. I was worried about the darkness. Okay, there's a good amount of stuff to try and get past here. Oof. And it's mixed with dogs, which is difficult. Alright, well now I'm going to try the direct run, because I'm not going to drop down to get the Kin Coldblood this time. So there were people in that little jail segment with the locked doors before the last area that were commenting about, like, bell ringing and such. And I was thinking I should, like, probably go check back on them and see if anything new is unlocked post-Maria. Very convenient that the doggo wound up with my blood echoes. Yeah, these are the good kinds of gank squads where they can't, like, they can't all line up attacks on you at once. Actually, I should put that theory to the test and get the pistol back on the bar. I can't get to lock on to the caster from that far away. This is difficult to approach. How do I deal with this? shooting him won't change his behavior, and I'm not going to kill him anytime soon. I think I need to run up and then to the left. So that I'm in close to avoid the shadow attack. Part of it still hit me. Yeah. Man, that's tough. I guess I have to run past and just dodge the shark. Shoot. That's really tough. I think it's probably possible to shoot the caster. Just not getting it's just not going to give me an angle for free as much as I would like it. I'm still wondering about the contents of that well, though. Oh, I guess standing there triggered the guy? Okay, no, we're good, I guess, for now. No, okay, yeah, can't get that. I was trying to see if I could kill him and not get killed by the spell. I'm gonna have to give up on these blood echoes. There's no way I'm gonna get these and live. I think I hit her with one attack despite her standing behind me. So hey, sometimes the game does you a solid. Okay, now here's the tough part again. Can I just keep running? Getting doors. Oh, hey, a lamp. Good lamp. Can you get in here? I'm gonna call it a distinct maybe. You know what? Like, just... Let me just call this safe. There was definitely somebody who was trying to talk to me, and I'll take a look at that in a moment. But, whew. Yeah. Lots of spare blood vials. try going back to the research hall. So if I'm at the research hall and I turn around, I think that was the hall with the prisoners. It might have been after the corpse heap. I might have that mixed up. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like we're still looking at more or less the same research hall. And, yep, you're still in the corner looking for brain fluid. We've still got all these little guys. Okay. Right, and this leads down to all of those guys. And I haven't seen around here. Haven't seen any of those brain sacks around here. Right, there was something valuable there, but there's no window. Oh, right. That's where the window is. Okay, so there are no items up over here. Presume those guys are still mad with me. Right, so I broke this and I looked around here, and this just lets me fall down into the other area from over there. Let me take that fall real quick. Oh wait, can I jump this? I didn't notice this before. A pulsing damp blood gem. Not important at all. And let me check back over this way. So this would be the area I was thinking before that had like the prison cells and such. Yes, it is. Hmm. Bell's Toll and the Church Assassins sounds like it's kind of PvP related. Like you would be referring to the Sinister Bell. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not carrying a meaningful number of souls. It doesn't look like there's anything back over that way then. Because the Bell's Toll that he was referring to was not the Clock Tower Bell. Which is what I kind of wanted to check on. Okay. Let's go back to that new lamp we set. Although actually, before I do, I need to use the restroom. Be right back. Thank you for your patience. Okay, I'm back. Set this right so I can be well cushioned. Okay. Lighthouse Hut. Alright, now let's see who was trying to talk to us. Was it you?
I'm afraid I've made a botch of things. Oh, I can hear the bell now. The beast-hide assassin.
The Beast-hide Assassin.
Please, this village is the true secret. It feeds this hunter's nightmare, please. So our forefathers, we hunters, cannot bear their weight in the fair.
The underground cell interchamber key. Okay, now I can possibly get into the underground cell from earlier. Sinned indeed, I suppose. Okay, and that looks to be an elevator. Probably an elevator leading down to just the worst stuff that we can imagine. Kin Cold Blood. Okay, so if we've got a couple of things that don't open from this side, we've got maybe a bit more exploration than I expected left to do. Good bit. Okay. Ah, so we can't go either of those directions from here, so let's see. We could go up this way, right? Oh, that's distressing. Uh-oh. Bells are bad, okay? Oh, don't do that. That's a whole lot of weapon. Bloodied armbands. Can't suffer you to exist. Try to cast spells at me if I run by underneath, aren't you? I know your game. Oh boy, there's all sorts of stuff going on here. Ah, something shot lightning at... Okay, that's what these guys with the big staffs do, eh? Okay, we've got what looks like a darkness caster over there. Could be a lightning guy. Good amount of blood vials. Shoot. Okay, that's our return. No problemo. Bolt damp blood gem. That gives me a much. That gives me a much better. Two of them. Okay, that should give me a much better lightning configuration. I would have preferred to not wake up that pack of guys. But that is okay. Got a ladder here. A bunch of eggs. I'm not convinced that there's nothing in that area. Oh, those aren't fish, they're like slugs. Oh boy. Yeah, it's kind of about what I suspected might happen. Got a pile of things here. Just gonna grab stuff and go. We're just gonna friggin' book it. Oh, can I walk over this? Oh, I guess I can. Ah! One more bloodstone chunk for me. Please, no. That was worth a lot of my health. Nyeh. Nyeh. Lead elixirs. That's not worth it at all. Just run under them. They'll they just want to play leapfrog. Not that way, right? A little madman's knowledge. How did I do that? I could slow that down and rewind and not understand the logical processes I went through to accomplish that. Well, because there wasn't a logical process, really. It was just like, Bob, weave, go. Oh. This looks like a tremendously distressing place. Clonk. Oh, I see. Let's open up the door that's behind this. Well, got quite a few items hanging out. Is a staircase in here? Ah, well, not really. Okay. I'm gonna send that back up. Those things are praying in that general direction. And there was another item down this way. Okay. Great, I'm gonna take that frenzy. Oh my god, I didn't actually take the frenzy. Well. I don't have more sedative. There are more winter lanterns around here. Items. Items. Got 'em. Got 'em. Excuse me. Yes, you're all very spooky. And now I'm back here, I guess. A blood rock. Oh. so I could possibly take another weapon up to +10. That's a nicer treasure than what I thought I would find around here. Quicksilver bullets. Ah! Nothing there? Okay, moving. Heading back. Okay. It would be a left at this turn to get back to here. So we've got two things to investigate here, which is what's at the bottom of this. Cursed Kin Hunter's Damp Blood Gem 6. That's almost certainly incredible. First those are really good bolt gems. I'm gonna need those. Yeah, okay, the Odd Arcane and the Odd Fire both add flat and percentile. Oh boy. A Lethal Damp, yeah, it's just rally. Cursed Kin Hunter's Damp, yeah. Attack versus the kin up by 26.7%. So combining that with the electricity gems would make an incredible weapon for fighting against the Orphan of Kos. And I did just find another blood rock, so I could possibly take the time to construct such a thing. Something tells me this is the way to the Orphan of Kos, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the guy. Alright, we good for now. Let's take a quick trip. Okay. So with another blood rock, the only other viable weapon that I've like had access to the entire game is like the axe. And the axe does have the axe actually has a triangle slot. So I think I'm going to kick tradition to the curb, and I'm going to see about fighting the Orphan of Kos with an axe. Do I still have one? No, I'll have to buy it. That's fine. I'm going to sell some other weapons, though, because all three of these are unwieldable. I'll keep the rock. So, yeah, the Hunter Axe we can actually wield. The Threaded Cane is the only other, like, BL4 weapon, so it's just the 3 baseline weapons is all you're allowed to use. You could technically use the Flame Sprayer or the Rosmarinus if you want, but they're not great. Oh, we can buy the Fist of Gracia if we want to. Neat. Okay. So, in terms of upgrading this, I think we're very short on Bloodstone Shards, and twin Bloodstone Shards, both of them. I think it's about 13 of each. So let's see how far that gets us. We're going to have a lot to go, so we might spend a bit of time farming in order to try this out, because I'm just intrigued by the notion. Yeah, it's 3, then 5, then 8, so it's actually a bit more. So it's 16, not 13 of each type. But I also have now some additional kin cold bloods. And can I purchase twin bloodstone shards with insight? Let's check the insight shop. Yes. And I'll need a couple more of those. So if I need 16 of each thing... Whatever, let's start upgrading. I'll think after I've upgraded. Okay, yeah, so I need 5 more twin. And then I'll need chunks. But it's 20 per chunk. Let's see. Oh, and I can buy Lady Maria's set if I want to, which has an incredibly high blood defense, surprising nobody. Okay, so I would need 11 more bloodstone chunks. And then of course I could max out either of these. Adding like a pretty pathetic amount of damage ultimately. But the reason why we grabbed this is because it would allow us to possibly use this Cursed Kin Hunter's Damp along with 2 of the Bolt Damp. Nope, not that one. And that would make its attack well over 200 Bolt. Yeah, so we've got 230 Bolt versus this is just like a solid 300. So this is swinging at 180 base, and that's what we're modifying. This is going at 160, but with an extra percent multiplier against kin. Which is the type that we're concerned with. So let's see. We can't purchase bloodstone chunks, which tells me that I should have saved all my insight for bloodstone chunks, but whatever. Buy a couple more of those. I'm gonna probe around here some more. Let's see. Are there any drops that I'm likely to have missed around here? I don't really think so. I think I've been fairly thorough. Oh, I can go back to that other area, actually, and use the key that I found from talking to Simon. Let's do that. I might get some insight for finishing that out. Or, you know, whatever else. Let's see. There are not too many other lingering, like, to-do items. That would be from the underground corpse pile. Coming right off the end of Ludwig's boss fight. And I'm guessing now it's the side, and we'll go down the stairs. We might be able to open some of the other doors here. We'll have to see. So Simon was the one who we've met with twice along the way in the DLC, who was kind of chiding me about not going further and all the deadly secrets and all that other junk. That's still locked, and there's nothing we can do about it. You are clearly sending guys at me.
Welcome to my quarters. Are you going to kill me after all, you? What is it? Or perhaps, what is it? Or,
Yeah, no, I'm gonna kill you.
changes. Such is the nature of man.
Bloodletter. Some other weapon that I can't swing? Oh yeah. It's like half physical attack, half blood attack. With a noteworthy strength requirement, it seems. Brador's testimony. I get the feeling that in order to get a full set of that dude's stuff, you might have to, like, what's it called? You might have to farm those guys that are showing up to get a full set of everything he's talking about there. I'm getting the feeling that we got the hat and the gloves. We also got the Harrowed set, which does look kind of cool. Brador's testimony. The scalp of a horrible cleric beast, indicating that a hunter Brador, a healing church assassin, had killed a compatriot. They provided him with a single, soundless bell of death to ensure that their secrets would be kept. And after killing Maria in the nightmare, that bell is no longer soundless. The hunter's nightmare that we're exploring is not going to the past. It is a reflection of the past, which is part of how it's distorted. Like, we get to the fishing hamlet by walking through, you know, a giant clock face. So it's not that things are moving in a completely logical fashion. Let's see, the area below down there. Have I looked through there yet? I don't think I've been down there yet. So I came over here and I had to fight off that one guy. I think I hopped down afterwards. No, I went up here and then into a thing. So yeah, so I think we've got yet more to explore. In this part of the hamlet. Basically, we've checked out the caves, but what's in this? What's in all the non-cave sections? Oh, there's a that staircase is in a weird place. Beast hide garb. Oof, that howl's really nasty when they attack in packs. Kin Cold Blood, good stuff. Ah, that's a grab. I'm dead. Oh, that's extra special dead. Oh, man. Okay, so I see one item in that hut. Might be worth going for. I mean, if we're gunning to get valuable bloodstone chunks that we can't really get in other ways. Let's see. So we've only got 2 bloodstone chunks. And I think we're on to bloodstone chunks for upgrades, right? Because we only need to hit level 8, which would be 8 bloodstone chunks. So we need to find a way to get 6 bloodstone chunks. I'm going to check what actually drops them. Bloodstone chunk. Mostly, you just want to find them because they're largely like rare drops from things. They can be a common drop from certain Chalice dungeon bosses. Okay. So the fishing hamlet has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some of which I've already found. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. There's not really an enemy who's going to drop them around here. Hmm. Oh yeah, you can see the Orphan of Kos on the in the area down there. Ah, well. Dang it. I'm not going to get lucky enough to survive that trap again. Yeah, so there are some things that rarely drop it. Very rarely. Yeah, all the best methods for farming bloodstone chunks kind of come with a footnote of like, you should do this with high discovery. Like, well, as a character who is permanently level 4, my discovery kind of is what it is and isn't going to get better. So they gave me the fun problem of linking that to int. See, that'll kill the scurrying beast and keep me safe. If I can get this kill. Thank goodness you can angle shots. 3 bloodstone chunks on that thing. There we go. And 2 bloodstone chunks there. I'm only short like 1 now. That's hilarious. There we go. I thought there was still something that would come after me, and it was you. Oh, dang it, he just went and... I should have just gone for the item right over there. That pack outside of this room was really tough. There are maybe 2 more items inside of that little area. I only need 1 more, right? I only need 1 more bloodstone chunk to be somewhere, and I'm hoping that there's 1 more that's around here. I don't know if that's going to be the case or if I found them all. Okay, so the ladder leads up to here. Wait. Scurrying Beast shouldn't be alive if I've already gotten its drop. Okay, I don't know why that one still appeared. Fortunately, he is still alive. Caused me some trouble. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, come on! I was trying to dodge. Dodge for my life. Okay, but there's a hole in that roof, and I can use that to get to that building real quick. Yeah, it looks like all of the guys in that building are a somewhat different variety that will splorch my face. So, noted. I think I can safely go through that hole and land. if I just, you know, do it better. So we're just going to run along the top, and I'm going to... Oh, whoops, that's not where I wanted to take the drop. Whatever. Okay, I needed to take the drop in a different spot so that I would have the, what's it called? I'm just going to do death runs for these 2 item drops. So we run out here, we hook left, we're over this. And we take this drop to this bridge. Okay, so now, yeah, they love dropping that particular gem variety, which is great. So now, take a look and plan our fall very carefully. Wait a second. One of the things I've been seeing is actually right here. Okay, he has stepped away. So we're going to run through this door real fast and get that. It's a bloodstone chunk. Nice. And we're dead. That was the last bloodstone chunk we needed. And we got some kin cold blood earlier. So we'll use the kin cold blood and the bloodstone chunks to finish the upgrades on the axe. And then we will have a cool kin slaying axe to try and use against the Orphan of Kos. A kin slaying lightning axe. Now theoretically, instead of making it explicitly lightning, I could be using bolt paper to get that effect, but they gave me these bolt attack gems for a reason, man. I'm gonna save myself I'm gonna save my sanity and not force myself to farm anything else. Clonk. Fortify. Oh dang it, I need 5 more of them. I was off by 1. That's right, because I need to boost it up to 9. Okay. 5 more. I wonder if there are 5 more available at all. Well, let's see. The baseline's gone up to 170. So it's only 180 versus 170 is the baseline. But there are 2 more upgrades that I could possibly get. So there's 1 more drop over there in that hut that I want to see if I can get. If that drop is perchance a bloodstone chunk, then I would be 4 away. That's still pretty far, actually. Ugh. Yeah, I was 1 upgrade further behind from what I thought I was. So, if that is a bloodstone chunk and I need 4 more, that could be as much as 80 insight if I farmed it through insight, which is not going to happen. Well, there's that death run. And we got it, and it was definitely a bloodstone chunk. Alright, what's the point to healing myself anymore? I don't have a, like, direction to go. Have I been in here? Well, I guess I haven't, but it doesn't matter. Hmm. Yeah, that'll kill me on the ladder. Thought it might. Totally does. Alright, let's see. So that is that entire area. I think I did a really good check through the underground stuff as well. Okay, well, let's try out... So we're pretty notably slow. We actually have access to reach in the trick version, and the trick charge is a double hitter, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna go see what the Orphan of Kos is even like, because I've never fought it. Let's see, it's that way. And the first time I encounter it, it will give me insight, which is kind of neat. I think the research halls might have some more bloodstone chunks if I look around carefully. This is a much smaller entity than I had expected. Isn't that something? 5 insight for meeting this guy. Okay, so he's got like a scythe arm thing. That only dealt 100 damage to him. Is he not actually kin? Is he not vulnerable to lightning? I'm gonna try the standard weapon. See how much of a change we're looking at. I think we probably do want to be locked onto this guy. It's attacking me with a weird, like, flesh yo-yo. So let's see what our standard loadout looks like against him. Maybe we're being silly by thinking about having a change. Because 250 bolt damage with an extra modifier against kin, I would expect to be very potent. 100 damage is not what I expected. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we're 182 with this. Okay. A few things to figure out. So the weapon's definitely more effective here. This weapon is definitely more effective, which is very weird to me. We're doing like twice as much damage. So I think it's just he might be more vulnerable to bolt. It's hard to tell. Probably not. With only doing like with that Kin Hunter gem, only managing to do oh whoops, I went the wrong way. Only managing to do the amount of damage we were doing makes me think that he's not actually kin. Which is bizarre. Like, what's the point of having a kin creature type if this kind of thing doesn't fit the bill? Beats me. Can I go higher up? No, there's no way that jump is makeable. Huh. I don't have any other cool waning gems, I don't think, right? Poison, poison. I've got the odd damp, the odd bolt gem is pretty cool. Well, plus 42 bolt damage. I don't know. Do gems multiply each other? I think they do. These are the only cursed gems I have. Just like silly old. Like I could make a bolt conversion and theoretically be pretty powerful. Oh, okay, it's tempering damp blood gem. Yeah, blood gems. Oh wait, no, it's a tempering damp circle gem. Circle gems are really lame. Okay, I've got the pistol equipped. Who knows if this guy is subject to counters or not. So his initial approach seems like he's very keen on doing the leap, sort of. Okay, so he did the leap. So he's done one or the other each time, either the leap or the upward swing. Swing around some kind of awful teratoma. It's a nice short boss run, as it should be. So I loosely understand this to be perhaps the most challenging boss in all Soulsborne. I'm assuming that the setup is, if I'm far enough back, he's going to do the leap? No. Okay, that's an interesting little correction from him. He's got a very clear shriek before most of his attacks, and I have not earned the right to see many delayed attacks yet. I think the problem with this for BL4 is that his damage appears to be astronomically high. Oh, wait a second. We've got a chamber here. Oh, actually, it looked like... Oh, that's how I first got into this lower area. Nothing too special about it then. You know, the layout of these caves down here, it's enough to make me wonder why there is a shark in the well back in town. It seems unnecessary given the stuff you have to go through to get like behind where the shark would be. Maybe there is some kind of a drop in there that I'm not aware of. Yeah, there's a good bit of delay on that. I think if I dodge right, it avoids it. I avoided it the first time without worrying, but the first time I was not even really trying to hurt him. One thing I noticed a couple of times I have hurt him is it looks like he was taking a good bit of stagger. Let's see. Oh, I'm going the wrong way again. My overall impression of him so far is I really wish he was a dragon. It's like dragons have big, sweepy, telegraphed hitboxes. Humanoid opponents, um, humanoid opponents are very difficult to attack safely, and it's very difficult to like get in their flow and deal with their stuff. Enemies like dragons are often like really polite in terms of how their telegraphing works, and easier to learn. So I really would have preferred it if he were some kind of big monster. Okay. It's got kind of this umbilical drag thing going on. Ugh. I wonder what his later forms are like. I'm gonna hazard a guess he starts flying for some reason. Yeah. That's what I'll guess. This big hallway of guys, I'm positive is killable. It's just probably an awful slog. Probably die half the time you try it. Okay, so when he does the slam thing... That's new. Ow. That was awful. Yeah, okay. So he's got a floor burst thingamajig. Hmm. This is going to be another fight where stamina management is pretty peculiar and important. It doesn't seem to be a fight where blood vials are going to be important, so that's interesting. I am curious about his resistances. I'm going to look that up real quick after this next attempt. Had a bit more range than I wanted. Okay, so that one thing he did earlier that dragged it along the ground, dragged it back to him with a hitbox along his left. So my method before of dodging for that happened to be correct, and I happened to make a mistake along the way there. So it looks like this phase 1 is going to be all about just having the right flow for his admittedly pretty weird attacks. I can tell that he's got like kind of a tantrum swing thing with a big telegraph where he's going to do like a series of sequential attacks. So I'll have to be aware of that. I could experiment with shooting him to see how effective that is. Dodged that at the wrong time. That attack is a very delayed dodge, but it's a very distinct movement. We have yet to find out what his later phases are like, and that's really got me worried. I think from what we're seeing of phase 1 right now, I could figure this out. It's a downer of how much damage it does, and how, like, absolutely killy it is. But this is playable, especially with the long staggers. Got a very eerie music start up here. So the camera, like, pivoted back around in a weird way that completely screwed me up. So it looks like I had strafed that successfully, more or less, and then my dodge put me right back into the attack. Because the camera decided it had to snap back around and then reinterpret the last 2 years of my life. Let's see. So yeah, when he jumps, I don't actually need to react. It did it again, sort of. Either that or did he just correct that? I think it might be that he corrected that more than I was expecting him to. Okay. We're not getting too deep into his health bar, so let me give that a look-see in terms of his vulnerabilities. Yeah, he is not considered to be kin. He's neither kin nor beast. And his bolt defense is actually higher than his physical defense. Weird. Super weird. Okay. Ugh. No? Okay. Okay, so that's a double whirl. It's big and long. Let's see. Can I get you to jump at me again? I want to know if I can do a backstab off of the jump in. Perhaps not. Oh, that's a combo thing. Oh, he can throw them too. Oh, hey, I got to see some new attacks. Okay, I still haven't checked to see whether or not a gun parry will work against him. So that's worth thinking about. Oh. My dodge for that was a mix of wrong and too early. We've got a lot to figure out here. Alright, let's see. Oh. That's the dangerous duo attack. So I couldn't quite get a backstab off on him there. I don't know if that's because he's not backstabbable or because the backstab is picky like it always is. Super picky. There's a backstab. misread that attack and dodged way too early. It's really quite something that he's going to kill us with, like, every single attack he's swinging is basically lethal. Hmm. Dodge too early. His attacks are really slow, so I need to not panic about dodging him. I can like wait a while for most of these. So for the most part, it seems like I can really wait to see what the attack is before I do anything about it. It does seem like this is also an attack, a fight best done locked on, at least for now. Dang it, I dodged that wrong. I think I need to circle around away from his weapon in a lot of cases. Like for that attack, I think dodging away from his weapon would have been safe. If I was off to the right. It really isn't the sort of boss that gives me a lot of time to think, but I didn't expect that. I was hoping he would be more of a giant monster like Ebrietas, but nope. Kind of makes me want to work on Lawrence instead, since Lawrence is like monster-shaped. It's got more for me to look at and work with. Right, I'm supposed to dodge left on that one. Yeah, I could only afford one swing there. The second swing was a mistake. Oh, I was starting to hear his music there. Like, for realsies. Yeah, I was taking the time to play some more Ruined King earlier today, and I'm glad I jumped it up to Heroic, and it's pretty handily challenging right now. I got to plan pretty specifically around some of these fights, even though I've gotten some over-leveled gear. So that's cool. I added Misfortune to the roster, but she's not heavily geared right now. Ugh. I need to watch to make sure I'm not getting slammed by like the back drag of that attack, of that initial one. Sully Bandage Tooltip reminds me, um, there is a challenge run for Dark Souls 2 that is referred to as the negative level run, where you skip the class picking segment, and it actually leaves all of your stats at the original 1, which is god-awful for a pretty long while until you can get various things that actually get you stat buffs. But once you get things that give you stat buffs, the late game kind of plays the same. So you do a bit less damage, but it's really rough to have, like, you're going to have very, very, very low adaptability for the entire run, which is awful, but not ultimately a deal breaker. Bleh, I got tied up on him. I tried to dodge forward and it just put me in his knees. So this dude has a lot of health compared to how much damage I'm dealing. I think I am going to go ahead and work on Lawrence for a while instead, and come back to the Orphan of Kos as the last boss I will face in the DLC. And yeah, he does seem to be every bit as challenging as people have said. Alright, so for Lawrence, we want to use the first bonfire, and he's a bit of a run, unfortunately. I don't actually have to fight anything during this run, I just have to run past a lot of stuff. It's more of a nuisance than anything else. I was kind of hoping that there would be an update to the board after taking out Maria, and that hopefully there would be fewer enemies on this path. Let's find out. Looks the same. Pretty simple though. We dodge his shotgun blast, we run past that up here, we go up these stairs, we trigger this flaming boulder, it takes out whoever it takes out. We can try to kill these guys if we want, we don't need to. I was gonna try to kill them to see if they would give me a blood vial to make up for the fact that they hit me, or if I could just rally up, but I couldn't quite get them. You know what? Are these guys actually still afraid of fire at this point? Because if so, I could just hold out a torch and run past them. Let's find out. Yeah, he very reliably uses that shotgun attack, so just skip past him. Yeah, they're adverse to the fire. I need him to not be in the door. He's going to be a bit hard to run past now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, usually I would want to run past him while he's fighting those other guys. He just didn't come out of the door because they kind of bodied him a little. Okay, Lawrence the First Vicar. Yeah, can't let that land right on me. But it seems as though that's how he starts up most of his strings. Let's see. I could also take a couple, like, prods at this and then possibly go back to Chalice Dungeons, or just take a break for a while. Let's try this a bit more. The amount of damage I dealt to him looked pathetic there, so if he has even more health than the Orphan, this is going to be very unfriendly. It's possible that he has some kind of elemental vulnerability that I need to use. Alright, I forgot to bring out the torch, but oh well. There we go. Got past him. Covers a big area with his attacks, unfortunately. So, unlike his buddy the Cleric Beast, it's not as easy for us to just hang out behind him, and he has these big splash effects that I'm going to be struggling to figure out. I'm trying to get him to do the hand slam and then get behind him and do stuff. I think the overarching problem I'm going to see with this fight is that I don't know how to handle the neutral of it. And I'm not getting a good view of the boss while I'm trying to fight it unlocked. Leave me alone, I have a torch. he is completely occupying that doorway. That's actually the attack we like to see. Okay, I'm going to observe for a bit. Okay, so he's got a very clear, like, scream telegraph on what he's doing. And I think I just need to pick a direction around him to rotate and then wait for that telegraph. Let's see. I could probably lock onto him, rotate left, and then move in on the telegraph with the right timing. That might work. If I could see him like leap attack this guy, I could just run. Give me a break. Sheesh. Alright, taking attacks during the boss run is pretty annoying. Gonna have to figure that out a bit more consistently. Okay. Dodge that better. Noted. It's possible that that hitbox might just be really big for his initial thing. I don't know. It's tricky. Let's try an unlocked approach and then react to the sound of the scream for the dodge. That was clean. It was also random. Okay, that's tough. Like, the thing about those attacks is with that broad a sweep, I'm really not sure where to go without getting tangled up on his legs. And I don't know how to combat him from that far away. Okay. I'm gonna have to check somebody else's, like, kind of theory craft on how to manage this boss. Because I just don't know where to start, and that's peculiar. So that's a bit of exploration for now. I'm not going to worry about getting up to much else for the time being. We'll just kind of take it easy. We killed a boss that had me stuck for a really long time. I've got 4 bosses left in the game, um, being 2 in the DLC and 2 in the base game. I don't think the base game bosses are going to be as much of a problem. I mean, we've got Germon, who is pretty quick, but I think Germon is a simpler boss than Maria in a lot of ways. So we'll just kind of have to deal with that. He's got a shotgun. That'll be tough, but we'll figure it out. Next time, probably just going to be trying to hammer away at the Orphan of Kos. Look forward to it. Thank you for joining. This has been Jupiter Exile. Hope we wander again soon.